Hey guys, in this video, I'm putting my Eibach Pro Truck Lift kit front coilovers in the third position. So there's the first position, second, and third, and you're not supposed to use the top one. And you're only supposed to use the third one if you're trying to account for more weight being added to the front of the vehicle. So maybe that'll give you a hint about something that's coming in the future. Anyways, enjoy the video. All right guys, today we're starting a very exciting project on the off-roading GX470. First, it's going to involve adjusting the Eibach Pro Truck Lift front coilovers. So unfortunately, I left them at the bottom setting, and I've been kicking myself ever since. So what I'm going to do is jack up the car, put it on jack stands, take out the front coilover assembly, compress a spring, and get a C-clip spreader and put it up to the third setting, which is the maximum recommended by the manufacturer. So we're going to get on that now. All right, so step one for this, I'm just gonna jack up the car and get it on jack stands. Alright, so as you saw, getting the truck on those huge jack stands was the first annoyance of today. Let's hope things get easier from here. Alright, let's go. Alright, we got the wheel off. What you saw there was my drill dying. Light still works, but yeah, just running into inconveniences. At this rate, I should probably give up. But no, I'm gonna do this. Let's keep going. Okay, right now is just a good time to check over everything. Here are my Spider Trax 1.25 inch wheel spacers. I was gonna do a video on those, but I was so I don't know, I just didn't feel like filming, because filming really makes the job I don't know, at least 1.5 times as long. So sorry about that, I should have filmed it, but if you have any questions about these, just let me know in the comments and I'll answer them. Okay, I have these more heavy duty spring compressors than I had last time. It looks like they're gonna fit. Oh, I hope they freaking fit, because the last ones that were like 18 bucks on Amazon, these were the scariest things ever. Do not buy. Gosh, no. Don't do it. It's cheaper, but these are like 30 bucks. Just get these. Alright, so, I guess it's time to get started. A lot of stuff is going on. So, my wife's car is not starting right now. So, we're gonna have to get her a ride for the week, because she was driving this to work before. But, for the boys, she'll find a way. Okay, when you're looking at this for the first time, don't be too afraid of it. It's really simple to get the front coils out. The stock ones do have a weird electronic thing up there that I just broke it off, so you may have to do that as well. But main things are 1, 2, 3 14mm bolts, and then one 17mm bolt. Get this way out of the way. I was able to bring the coilover down through here. Most people remove the tie rod end, but we'll see if I can still do that now. I don't know if I just got lucky that one time, but we're gonna get into that right now. I gotta get going on this, so just in case my wife needs this to drive to work. So let me get a 14mm socket or wrench or something. Alright, looks like I can fit this big boy on the first front two, so I'm gonna use that as much as I can because it gives me more torque and leverage. So let's go. Easy as that. about finger loose. I gotta figure out how to get back here. I need a different solution for that. Alright, this is my solution to the back one. I may need to hook a couple of these together, but we'll see where we can get just doing it with this. Yeah, I'm gonna bash my knuckles into that if I try doing that. What can we do here? Alright, ape strength, let's go. Dang, that was Loctited in there too. Did not expect it to be that easy. Either that or I'm just stripping the heck out of this thing, so let's hope for the better outcome. Come on, baby. Yeah, that Loctite's just kind of gumming the whole thing up. So normally by now it would have been spinning freely, but that's alright. Loctite's good. It means you don't lose any of these guys when you're on the highway or on the trail. So I was gonna borrow a ratcheting 14 from my in-laws, but I was just so excited to get to work. Just had to rush over here and get to it, so it's alright. A little patience. Yeah, it's coming. All those are out. All these top bolts are out. Now we got a 17 millimeter right here. First, what I think I'm gonna do is get this sway bar out of the way by removing the skid plate and these 12 mils. I don't know if I'm gonna remove the end link or anything from here. You know, we'll see how it goes when we get there. It may just be able to hang down. Okay, those sway bar bolts were completely sauced up in red Loctite, so I really wish I had my impact drill instead of it being dead. But anyways, right now on this bottom bolt, which is a 19, not a 17 like I said before, so I'll correct that retroactively. Let's see if we can get this thing off. This is also sauced in red Loctite, so let's see. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Now we need to back it because it's starting to spin on the other side. Luckily this one's pretty quick. Keep that washer handy. There it goes. Alright, so keep this. Ooh, that is sauced up with anti-seize. Hence why it was so much nicer to get out. So consider that for when you're doing your build. Use some anti-seize on the bottom here so your shock can move freely on there. Might help you get it off in the future as well if you need to. So we'll leave that as an assembly. I'll try to wipe this anti-seize off on something. Now the shock coilover assembly is free, so let's try to get it out, I guess. Last time I just brought it right through. I moved the sway bar out of the way and just put it right through there. So I'm gonna see if that works this time. Alright, on second thought, I'm just gonna remove the sway bar like completely. So I'm gonna get the end links off. Boom, easy. It's got a nice integrated washer on the end of this nut. It should come out. Here we go. I'll just leave this guy hanging and put this bolt back for reinstallation. Now let's see if I can get this guy out the way I did before without hurting the powder coat too much. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I just kind of want to remove the tie rod. We'll try to give Hackery a chance. Alright, people? I actually have no idea how I got this thing in and out without removing this. So, to my past self, impressive. Hackery meter is going down today. For this, I'm just gonna remove this castle nut whatever that is, with the needle nose pliers. You just move these guys till they're straight, and you can pull it out the other side of the castle nut. Without beating it up too much. And then all you're gonna do is pull it out this side. So you pull this keeper thing out, and this comes through, and then this is super easy to remove. And then you just remove this by bashing it with a hammer. I finally got this cotter pin out, which took forever because it was like wedged in here and I couldn't get any leverage. So that's out. I'm gonna put that here. Get your 19. And then let's get this guy off. Shoot, it's on there. Man, do I really want to mess with this? Yeah. Alright, cracked loose with a little more leverage. Whew, thank God. Oh, thank you, Lord. Gotta take the W's where I can get them. Getting the castle nut off. Alright. Castle nut is going along with its buddy, the cotter pin. Those always stay together. And I believe you just hit this with a hammer till it gives up. So, we'll see how that works out. We need to get through this, do a little more research. Okay, wow. I just looked at a YouTube video, and it looked like he just hit it really hard with a sledgehammer on the thread, not the threads, but on the thread side, and it worked. Alright, so let's see if this, if I can get this guy out of here. Wow. Look at that. That is about 1,000,000 times easier to do with the tie rod out of the way. Look at that. Amazing. Look at this little baby. Okay, now comes the, I don't know if it's the fun part. Last time I tried to compress these, it was really scary, but that was because I had really cheap Amazon spring compressors. So let's hope I don't have to go through that again. And yeah, let's get on it. I just want to get this part out of the way, to be honest. Okay, the time has come. I have both of the spring compressors on, and I'm gonna try to go for it. Some of you may have done this before, might have had a good experience your first time, and don't know why this is such a big deal, but man, it was scary last time with those sketchy Amazon specials. So I'm gonna take this nice and slow and time lapse it, and we'll see if I can get this spring off. And man, all right, wish me luck. Okay, boys, I got the spring compressed enough to take the top pad off. Now, what you have to remember here is that if you try to just take this nut off, it'll spin the whole shock, kind of like that, right? So you have to get something like this on the end, on the flat pieces, and then, you know, while you're holding that, get something like this to go around the nut while you're holding it, and that'll break it loose. I got it loose now. Oh gosh, you know what, this stuff, I don't know why I'm so freaked out, probably because of the last time we tried this was so sketchy, but the nut is off, the giant washer is off. I'm gonna keep these in a sandwich. This is gonna live right here for now, okay? And let's get the top hat off. Please work with me, buddy. You can see these things flexing, which is really kind of sketchy. Actually, I don't need to take the top hat off. Let's get the shock out and take a look at what we're working with here. All right. Look at this big guy. Cool. I'm gonna get a wet cloth and wipe around here. Looks like everything's holding up really well. Eibach obviously has a very good name in motorsports, Baja, whatever. So they're gonna hold up. I don't even think I need to clean out these grooves especially. But now what you're gonna do, I'm gonna clean out the grooves just to be safe. And I'll just clean out the groove that I'm planning on going with. Manufacturer says do not use the top one, the fourth one. So I'm going with the third. And you guys will know why I am making this adjustment very shortly. This will be a very exciting video series. Hopefully not a very long one though. Man. But this is awesome. This is going great. I feel really good back to working on the truck again after a long Christmas break away from it. Alright, looks clean. Let me get my tool, my special tool I brought here. This is a circlip spreader. Goes the pliers that go this way instead of inward. I don't know if this is the correct one, but I'm gonna try this one first. See if I can get it to go up. And if you're out there wondering what the heck is this guy doing, I have never done this before. Hopefully that gives hope to you novices out there like me, and hopefully it gives a little bit of an explanation to you pros out there why I suck at this. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay, just need to change the bit. She's in there. Alright boys, we got it back on the top here, so make sure you just compress the spring enough to where you can put the bushing and the washer and the nut back on. I put it like 3 or 4 threads on. Now I made a huge mistake. I let the spring out and I was like, oh yay, I'm done or whatever. But before you do anything, just make sure you line up this with right halfway between these two. Okay, because otherwise you're gonna try to put it back up in its position and you're gonna realize, oh, these line up, but this is cocked, 45 degrees that way, and you're gonna have to take it all out again. So make sure before you release spring tension, you get everything lined up as it should be, and then take the whole assembly out and release spring tension. Alright, just wanted to make that note so none of you make the same mistake that I did and have to retighten these things again. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'll check in with you in a bit when I'm putting it back in. Okay, so we have the coilover assembly back together. And now we're gonna put it back in. Alright, so here's the spring assembly. I'm gonna get this tie rod end out of the way and feed her up. There it is. Okay, this is why you wanted to get that right earlier, so you get the top in and the bottom lines up down here. So this should be coming straight out at you. Alright, don't want to mess with the CV boots too bad. Get over there. There you go. Okay, so she's preliminarily in. Let's see what's holding us up here. Alright, now she's in, boys. Heck yeah. Alright, left side is, well, let's be frank, it's not even close to done yet, but makes me feel better to say that we're close to done. So I'm going to get this bottom bolt in. So it goes in like this. Kind of wrestle everything into place with suspension. Okay, that strategy isn't working. Okay guys, I learned something new today. I was trying to get this castle nut back on, and it was binding, and it was just turning the ball joint with it, so I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck did I just do? I was looking for ways to hold it like here. It turns out to be a pretty simple solution. Just get your old jack here and put it on the bottom of the ball joint, okay, and put some weight on it, and that'll hold the ball joint in place and allow you to screw on the castle nut, and then you can get the cotter pin back in. My cotter pin broke right in half, which is just, you know, rich, but you know, there's the other half, and I kind of just bent it around so it won't go anywhere. So we're moving on to the next side very soon. Let's go. All right, driver's side's all done. There it is, ready to go. Now I'm just gonna time lapse the passenger side, since you already saw everything I did, and then yeah, we'll see how it looks. Let's go.